Welcome to Bonsteel Bros Game Pitch Bros. This is a creative series where we pitch ideas for new games and discuss what makes them work in the process. I am Brian Bonsteel.
I'm Neil Bonsteel.
Between the two of us, we have 20 plus years of media industry experience and played hundreds of games. So to that end, Neil, what are you playing these days?
Gosh, I am, I got nothing to play right now. I beat Uncharted Waters.
Yeah. You seem
New
very keen on
Horizons.
that. So there's 6 characters, right? So you've got 6 different endings.
I could play 5 more times, but once was enough. I got the gist of it. Since I'm not playing much at the moment. What are you playing?
Hey, there it is.
What are you playing?
Oh, I picked Luigi's Mansion 3 back up.
Oh, yeah?
I hate to say that I hate it, but it's so annoying. It's every time you clear a room of ghosts, even if you're in a hurry, especially if you're in a hurry, they give you this 5-second ding, yaha, I did it. It's like every tiny accomplishment is followed up with this fanfare, which just stops gameplay in its tracks.
Trying to have fun with the game that you made for us.
That's the thing. I can't have fun with it because it's so incessantly bothersome.
I'd like to see that mechanics in like a Dark Souls game.
Oh, God.
You have to get to the kiln of the first flame.
Seems like
Why
you've
aren't
been
you getting
dying
the
here a
kiln?
lot. Watch out for this sledge. You died there last time. Watch out for this ledge. You died here.
Yeah.
So that's Luigi's Mansion. Non-stop sound effects for every single movement that any character makes. Go up a ladder. Oh, hey, oh, yeah, oh. It's like, oh, no, better go back down. Oh, hey, oh.
Yeah. That reminds me of like why I hate rare games, right? Like Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. It's noise.
Because they're so incessant. They
And
don't
it's
give you a
that-
break.
When you watch bad TV shows or movies of people playing video games, you don't see the video game, but you hear like,
Yeah.
and that is mostly incorrect. But if you're playing Banjo, you're playing a
That's
rare
true.
game.
That's very
It's
true.
100% accurate. It's just this onslaught of.
They're really insistent, and they're definitely standing by the whole Luigi's not allowed to talk thing, other than like 3 phrases: "Mamma mia" and "oh," and no, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he has to make all his points in a very roundabout way by being like, oh, ah. It's like a monkey.
Yeah, on the plus side, you don't have to do any translation when you bring it to different countries.
That's probably.
What does this sound like in Japanese?
Maybe.
I dare you to switch the language. So I don't dare you. I'm like, it would be fun if you switch the language to Japanese.
God, it would be so amazing if I changed it to Japanese and all this extraneous sounds were gone.
No,
And
it's
it
good.
was-
It's good. Like, Luigi-san. Yeah, exactly.
The game that I made was a real-time strategy, and by real-time I mean in the same vein as, say, Dino Park Tycoon or Sim City or one of the other sim games where you're in control, but time goes, like, oh, day 1, day 2, day, Greetings from Tourist Trap, USA. You'll note that within these letters, you've got money,
some
gaudy
Washington's
attractions.
in there.
Yep. Tons of crowds, crappy maps, tourist apparel, keychains, and gambling. All the best things that make up a tourist trap.
I agree.
Your great uncle has made his millions turning businesses from bankruptcy to profit. In order to be chosen to be the sole heir to his fortune, you must rescue one of his failing tourist attractions. So you've got a number to choose from, probably 5 or 6. A magnificent waterfall-type area that nobody goes to. The world's largest upside-down cowboy hat up in the middle of New Mexico.
Nice.
Some caves of some area, didn't name that one. A Renaissance sort of area fair thing, and then some really gaudy fairground with a bunch of carnies. At least those. Corn dog. So the idea is that you maintain a profit at the tourist trap, adjusting to the demands of the public and disasters, both natural and man-made. You utilize different commands to grow your popularity. You can buy TV ads for like $2,000, buy newspaper ad, $400. You can, clean the park or change things as you like, install rides, sell merchandise, but they all balance out. Like, when you sell merchandise, you make it more of a family place and less of a thriller, like a thrill seeker kind of place.
I see.
So you've got these different things that balance out. If you do something for seniors, the thrill seekers might not like it, but seniors bring in more reliable money, maybe, so plus $600 a week. Like, okay. So I've got some examples here of different things that might happen in the context of your tourist thing. Let's start with the hat. So the world's largest cowboy hat, as you see here, you've got a grid to work with. So, you've got your main establishment here and your signage, and there's, of course, your hat. I'm happy with this. It's not, it's terrible, but on the other hand,
no judgment.
I'm still happy with it. Here's just like an average day. Event. What's this? Event. A large group of senior citizens has arrived by bus to your location, plus $800 off the bat. A few of the visitors demand to see you regarding the food options at the concessions. What do you do?
I ignore them.
Oh, well. Oh, sorry. I didn't do one for that.
All right, I talked to them.
You talked to them. All right. You don't have any low-sodium snacks or meals. Fix this and we're never returning. So you can agree to add food options, which is like minus $140 a week for fresh food, but you get a senior bonus, or you can refuse their demands and you lose your senior bonus, but get notoriety.
I will get notoriety.
Ba-boom, you've done that. So anyway, they're angry. So bad. So that's one example. Here's another one. Say you're doing the waterfall area, for example. So you're at the mountain pass, whatever, and just an average day, and it's a really boring spot. That's the thing, is that these are not good locations. You need to make them work. So, what's this? I don't know. What's he doing? An event. A hiker arrives, gasping for breath. Hey man, I'm like a travel blogger. I'm trying to see all the cool landmarks in the state for my viewers, but they need excitement or won't get likes. So is this an exciting place?
I'm gonna lie to him.
Lie to him. All right, you lie to him. The falls are especially exciting this time of the year, you tell him. They're really not. Suddenly, the distant sounds of shouts. A group of kayakers crest the top of the falls and plunge into the waters below. Wow! Whoa! Exclaims the hiker as he records the event on his phone. This is gonna get so many likes. Looking down, the kayakers seem to be all right. They must be new here, because this waterfall has been here for thousands of years. The hiker leaves shortly, very content. So, well done. You got thrillist, thrill seeker, kind of creds and notoriety, but it's not as much a family location because that video is going to go viral.
So it seems like when you get your place, you start setting it up. You're like, okay. You decide where to spend your money, and these random events may steer you in alternate directions.
Yes.
Or make you regret your decisions because you're like, I was going for a family-friendly place, but now where I'm going to sell these warped license plates.
Yeah, I'd like to think that some of the earlier events have repercussions down the way. So while the travel blogger was there, if you said no, sorry, we don't have anything cool happening, he leaves and nothing happens. Nobody ever comes from his little group. But since you showed him a good time, now he's going to let his friends know or whatever. And then you have a steady stream of people like, oh yeah, I totally saw your thing online, man. These are the crazy suicide falls. And it's like, oh, good. Now you've got to deal with these people, but then they bring money. So it's a balanced thing. And maybe it's like you play for a year, and then that's the extent of it. But I felt like it was kind of a Dino Park Tycoon style thing because
hopefully
I liked it for
a little more clear.
At any rate, that's Tourist Trap.
All right.
So after I did all this, I looked it up, and there is a game called Tourist Trap.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
I know, it's by Big Fish Games, and it looks not dissimilar to what I had in mind. But theirs is basically here's a grid, put all the shit you can on it with all the all the different parks and things on one grid. So it's not as endearing as I would hope it to be, because you want those little moments of the storytelling. It's like,
yeah,
this
exactly,
thing happened, and old people.
And otherwise, it seems too number crunchy.
Yeah, I prefer not to be too much of that.
All right. Mine is a pretty simple one.
Yeah, tell me what you got.
Gruff Incorporated.
Gruff and Hey, all
Now,
right.
you are aware of course, the Billy Goat's Gruff.
Yes.
So you are, in this case, the troll.
Okay.
And your objective, you are assigned, it is your job, you live under this bridge, to make sure, of course, the goats don't cross.
Okay.
And of course, these goats are dumb and decide to cross anyway. They're mostly passive.
What was the whole story behind the Billy Goat's Gruff again?
Let's see, the biggest goat shows up. So the one goat tries to cross, he's like, oh, I'm going to eat you.
Mm-hmm.
So the goat shows up, he's like, I'm going to eat you. They're like, okay. And they bring their brother, the third one, and the third one beats up the troll or kills him since it's a fairy tale, and they go over the bridge.
Problem solved.
Right, so in this case, you play the troll. And your objective is to make sure these goats don't cross.
Okay.
And of course, they start coming over in waves and waves, like a 3-minute wave. And you can either eat them,
Yeah.
but that's going to slow you down.
Right.
As you get fuller and fuller, so you can be a bit slower. Or you can just outright slaughter them, right?
Okay.
The problem about that is they leave piles of body on the ground and they get in the way, and so it gets a little more difficult to navigate and try to make sure all these goats don't cross.
All right.
At the end of the 3 minutes, of course, you have to check in with your manager.
Okay.
And here's where it gets metaphorical. Because if you don't keep your quotas up, you do get demoted and reprimanded constantly.
Oh, God.
If you fail too many times, you may lose your job or they may demote you to even worse bridge.
Oh, worst bridge. Huh?
Uh-huh. And the problem is, like, while first level always starts off kind of easy, it always becomes an impossible task.
I see.
And you don't know why you're protecting this bridge. You don't know why they can't let goats cross.
Yeah.
But it's your job, and you have to do it.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't draw this, but the true ending to this game, there's 2 endings. You keep failing until you're just fired outright, and you no longer have a bridge to live under.
Yep.
Or B, you eat your manager after you get reprimanded,
That's a good ending.
thus freeing you of the unnecessary toil of goat killing.
All right. I like it.
Now, I thought maybe it could be a game in chapters. So after you eat your manager, if you figure that out, of course, maybe you become phase 2 is you are now the manager, district manager of trolls.
Okay.
I think you have to do all the troll bridge management.
So it then becomes a management game.
Yes, maybe. I thought about that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I like the idea of them coming in waves, and it's like, I don't know what those games are even called.
Yeah, it's almost like a tower defense game, but
right, tower defense. That's it. Oh yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, as long as it's nice, squishy animations and things, you know.
Oh yeah, you're tearing goats up.
Good. I wanted to pause for just a second and thank our sponsor for this show. Guess we'll find out.
Me thirsty.
It's Garlic Rush.
Garlic Rush. Finally.
Finally, essential energy with a fiery finish. Get yours. Made for gamers by gamers for gamers. I think they're coming out with a mint version too.
Feeling that garlic rush.
Yeah. I mean, gamers are notoriously lonesome people anyway, so it's like, what do you got to lose?
Pony, you didn't finish your lasagna. Can't stop for lasagna, ma. I got garlic rush.
I thought he was going to put on sunglasses, but...
Well, yeah. He's already wearing sunglasses.
You like my painted can.
Yeah.
The saddest can.
Garlic rush. I'm thinking like those 90s commercials like, what are these kids?
Yeah, there's always got to be some flustered parental authority like, oh, the kids again! How did they do it? You gave me the challenge of Argument Championship.
I did.
So, just wanted to say first that is a very difficult thing to put together.
Oh, come on. You could have Socrates fighting Plato.
Oh my god, that would have been brilliant. Why did I think of that? notes and like, well, I'm too stupid for this.
And you power up your argument meter, and
oh
then
my god!
when you reach it,
brilliant.
that's when you start throwing all these arguments, and your opponent has to like quickly deflect them with their own answers as fast as possible.
Damn it.
Anyway,
that would have been good. I didn't think of that. Nope. But I came up with something.
So crates. So what?
Because the genre was strategy. That's why I couldn't do a fighting game or anything.
Well, anyway.
It's a game show, okay? So, do you know somebody who loves to argue, who makes a big deal over the smallest things? Now's your chance to put them in their place. Nominate them to participate in Says You, the arena for chronic arguing who feel entitled to an audience. Basically, two people voted by their peers would argue over some arbitrary difference. Chocolate versus vanilla, Coke versus Pepsi, water slides versus roller coasters, etc. And then each member of the audience has a little clicker to decide whose side they're on, right?
Okay.
So as these two people are arguing over some stupid thing, because they like to argue, and they just like the arguing, the audience will, sort of determine their fate. After 10 minutes, somebody's going to get dropped into a vat of goo. It's Nickelodeon, right? Why not? So the loser is dropped unceremoniously into a vat of goo, and any voters who are on his side also get punished. They get gooped as well. There's an arbitrator who quickly swaps between both contestants, because if they were both yelling at the same time, you wouldn't get anything done. But each person gets like 3 seconds, go, 5 seconds, go, 8 seconds, go, back. So they have to make their points quickly and efficiently. If anybody can make it through several rounds on different subjects, they are crowned the winner, and the people who voted for them also get like a free t-shirt and a fidget spinner. But basically, it's a championship of people arguing.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Thanks.
It almost sounds like a Jackbox game.
It does. But the problem is, it's so hard to get all eventualities written out in a way that you can use.
I know, but this is all fictional. The challenge I got was a pollution strategy game. It was pretty straightforward. Okay, I don't have a title for this yet, so let's call it Earth Day. You can think of something better later. It's a 2-player game.
Okay.
One person wants to keep this little island alive. It could look like anything, but I figured there's your grid.
It's like
right?
Pac-Man.
Yeah, well, it does look like a little creature, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But that's a lake. You got a little river, you got the forest, you got your mountain.
All right.
The objective of the other person is to pollute this place as best as possible
I love it.
and destroy it.
This is good.
Mostly by building factories.
Right next to the river. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. So here's how it works, though. The person in charge of keeping the planet alive cannot see where the factories are.
Okay.
Right? The polluter can. The polluter can see everything that's going on.
Right.
So what the polluter does is places down the little, like it's like Battleship. You put down your pollution zones, and then actually it starts spreading out, right? And it causes a footprint. And the longer these things are in operation, the more health they drain from the planet.
Right.
Island, planet. I'll be calling it a lot of things throughout this presentation.
That's fair.
Now, the person in charge of the island, Earth, planet, has little red hat inspectors.
Red hat inspectors. I like that.
So, and on their turn, that player puts out 3 of them. Let's say 3. Could be more once we play test it. And they will give a reading on what the pollution levels are in that area. So if it's next to a river, it'll be like, yeah, we noticed some pollutants, or like the fish are dying here. Or if they're far enough away, they won't notice anything. They'll be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But in the case of, you can see this guy on the far left, in the top left-hand corner, he would say like, I'm detecting certain levels of radiation. And then that tells the Earth player, oh, wait a second.
Something there.
There might be something here. Yeah. Don't know what direction. And it's up to him, her, to finally pinpoint. So if the next turn, that person places the character a little further to the right, the levels will go up. Be like, oh, I'm heading in the right direction.
Yeah, okay.
Now, the other thing they can do is put down a blue hat. A blue hat stays put.
Okay.
And has a wider range, but here's what's going to happen. should anything like what's going to happen with these factories is they're going to grow, and the longer they stick around, they get larger, right?
Yeah.
And should that happen, in the case if any of these guys here they get too large, the blue guy will be like, whoa, I'm noticing something.
Yeah.
Noticing something. And then it'll tell the Earth player, hey, watch out, they're growing. Now, as a polluter, your option is as your factories grow, they will, of course, take more health away from the planet.
Right.
But they will also be very easy to notice. So your option is to let them grow and keep polluting more, or dump off the radiation, just dump the radioactive waste elsewhere to keep your factories small and your footprint low, and actually send out little decoys.
Oh, that's tricky.
You notice the two guys on the left are the same size because they've been dumping all their waste, and this, of course, gives off vibes as well. So it's a good way to throw the Earth player off if that's going your way.
Deception. I like it.
So if there was a blue guy next to those two factories on the left, it would be a good idea to maybe, distract them.
You could actually, can you control the route? So it's like, go right around there.
Yeah.
Aha. I like it.
But if they run across, they do leave, as you see in the top left hand here, they do leave little red imprints along the way. If they cross a blue guy, or if actually, or they run into a red guy, they will be found out.
Okay. That's good.
But it may make sense to let your factories grow, because if the Earth guy is on a total wild goose chase, you're getting near the end of the planet's health, it's like, I could just let this run out as fast as rush for the exit, as it were.
Or keep taking your chances. Well, I guess you'd be more taking your chances doing that. But yeah, then there's a strategy. You get to decide what you're going to do.
Or you could use that to distract if your other two guys are like pretty well hidden. You could use the bigger one to distract Earth player. Letting the Earth player think they found the mother lode, but guess what? You may take down the mother lode, but I got these two other guys, and they'll slowly sap away while you were distracted.
This is a round-based game then?
Yes.
Okay. How many? Not how many rounds, but there'd have to be a limit because you couldn't do this indefinitely. Or is it just?
It would be determined by how much health. It has a health bar up here. So once that health bar reaches 0, or all the places get found out, that's end game.
So you can't put more than those 3 down as the pollutant.
Maybe more. I haven't figured out. Could be a bigger map. Could be a smaller map. There might be an option for you to shut down a factory entirely and move it.
I like it though, and I like those little models. That's a nice touch.
Thank you.
You made those?
Yeah. Just free.
Good stuff.
I like the trees. So, this will be mine first. Okay. I claim it.
All right. Well, clap when you want me to spin then.
A 1 and a 2 and a clickety cow.
You didn't clap.
Clap.
What did Got strategy again.
Sports, stay on sports, baby. Yeah.
3 and a 2 and a 3, 2, 1. But not strategy again.
Is there a dating sim on? I guess it's simulation.
Yeah. Oh boy, RPG. Here we go.
Yeah. That's very open-ended.
It is.
You really just need stats.
So yours is a sports game.
And I'm going to generate some random nouns right now.
Sorry. Oh man, farmer. Farmer height.
Yeah, a lot of these are responsibility.
These are pretty abstract.
And there's a real problem here. But farmer.
All right, here we go. Fortune garbage. Professor. Let's say farmer garbage. You make a sports game out of that.
Farmer
garbage sports.
Okay. Hey, yeah.
So I've got an RPG based on the following.
Yeah.
What did
There we go. You know what? I may give you a softball here. Although garbage beer is... I mean, that's like a writer RPG could be like anything.
Yeah, and you can reroll too.
No, I mean, these are all good. That's the thing. All right, here's what we're going to do. Just because this might be for in parentheses, garbage, close parentheses, beer.
All right, well,
whatever will you do with that?
I have no idea. All right, but that's it for the show, I think. Thanks to our sponsor,
Garlic Rush.
Garlic Rush.
Mamma mia!
The taste
that conceived Mario and Luigi.
The taste that garlics. We'll work on that too. All right, so thank you for this was Bonsteel Bros, Game Pitch Bros. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Until then,
peace out. Oh, honey, come to bed. I'm not in the mood. Test of garlic. Rush.